Pistons in the solid blue uniforms with the red and white trim, red numbers. Bulls in the home whites. It'll be Olden Polynice on the tap with Bill Cartwright. The tip-off of tonight's game brought to you by the overhead camera shot from Upper Deck Company. Nobody does basketball like Upper Deck. That's an imposing shot right there. There we go. Underway. Horace Grant controls for the Bulls. Chicago coming off that 102-97 come from behind victory over Indiana. Pistons are yet to score 90 points in a single game. Cartwright. Rebound Polynice. And the Pistons come back the other way. The backcourt shooting for Detroit has been anemic, as we pointed out at the open of the program. Under 30% shooting from the normally reliable Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Mark Aguirre has scored well for the Pistons thus far this season.
Well, he's not a spot player anymore. Chuck Daly uses him in and out, but Ron Rothstein depends on him to score. He told him to get going early. You're going to get a lot of time.
Pippen from deep. Polynice can't handle it. Armstrong comes up with a deflection. Yeah, Aguirre at 24 in the opener against Milwaukee, 18 at Indiana the other night. Michael Jordan. Really going in this first quarter. Isaiah Thomas. Aguirre for three. Cartwright starts the break to Pippen. Michael Jordan. They work to Cartwright. Good ball movement. BJ. Armstrong's first from the field, and the Bulls take a 4-2 lead. This is Isaiah Thomas. 9 times an All-Star. Aguirre backing in on Horace Grant. Got a push on Horace.
This is going to be a real test here now. Aguirre has been taking guys down low, and it's worked well on 2 other opponents, but we'll see if it works on Horace. At that time, as he worked down low, he picked a foul up.
Ron Rothstein patrolling the sidelines, succeeding Chuck Daly for the Pistons. 16 to go on the shot clock. Dumars. Horace Grant is there for the board. Pippen to Armstrong. Polynice grabs another rebound. The outlet to Dumars, nearly taken away by Jordan. Aguirre gets by Pippen. Polynice connects from the outside. Make that Woolridge from the outside. Pistons and Bulls tied at 4. A whistle quickly as the play sets up, and foul is coming up on Dumars. Or make that Orlando Woolridge on the foul.
Well, that's one
on the team.
Yeah, that's one foul apiece down low with the hand in the back. They're not going to tolerate it, they say, this year, and we'll see what happens.
Pippen against Dumars. Scotty over the top, off the glass. Cartwright missed the slam. Pippen loses. Grant collects. Rebound knocked to center court by Polynice. Jordan to Pippen. Got a lid over that bucket, Scotty.
A lot of rim.
Joe Dumars sets it up. Polynice, good quick move around Cartwright. The man in the middle for the Bulls, Cartwright with the rebound. Pippen. Scotty gets it back, loses. Up for grabs and tied up. Woolridge on the floor, tied up by a combination of Grant and Pippen.
Saw Darryl Garrett's in here before the game. He is observing this game, his officials, and of course it's a good game to observe, because usually in the morning you have a phone call to Rod Thorne's office when these 2 teams play, reporting about something.
Got a quick whistle on the tip here. You saw a moment ago the Bulls off very slowly again from the field. Violation against Detroit. And it'll belong to Chicago.
Yeah, they were in that jump circle too quick on the way up. So it was
8:45 as they reset the clock. 8:45 left to go. In this first quarter, we're tied at 4 apiece. The rebounding edge belongs to Chicago big time. Bulls are the best offensive rebounding team in the league, and this errant pass gets away from him.
That was wide open. Horace was open on the outside, but he broke and went to the basket and would have had a slam dunk, but Scotty threw it where he was instead of where he went.
So off the turnover, the Pistons set it up. Dumars picked up by Jordan. Aguirre off a screen by Polonese. Horace Grant taps the rebound to Michael Jordan. Pippen jumped at by Aguirre. Jordan guarded by Dumars. Michael looking to go to work on Dumars. Double team by Woolridge, and we got a illegal defense call against the Pistons. It's on Orlando Woolridge. And a timeout taken by the Bulls. 8:12 left to go. A slow starting first quarter. Ron Rothstein wants an explanation on that illegal defense call. We're first period and tied at 4. And on December 4th, the Bulls battle the Portland Trailblazers at Sears Brand Central T-shirt night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium receive a Bulls T-shirt. Compliments of Sears Brand Central. Chicago basketball as the Bulls resume. Bill Cartwright against Olden Polonese. Pippen right back to Cartwright. They'd like to get him on track early. Bulls back on top by 2. Slow start. 10 points between these two teams in the first 4 minutes of the quarter. Bulls are 3 of 13 shooting from the field. Isaiah. Boy, comes back to his hometown and gets booed. Thomas drains it straight on. He has been struggling from the field. 8 for 38 coming into tonight's game, including a 1 for 22 streak from the field. Isaiah is a much better player than that, much better shooter than that. Tied at 6. Armstrong. Grant banging the boards and a loose ball foul coming up. Grant and Cartwright went over the top. They're going to call Bill Cartwright on the foul. His first, second on the team. As I mentioned, the Bulls the best offensive rebounding club in the NBA in the early going, John, at 39% on the offensive glass. Isaiah Thomas over Armstrong. Scottie Pippen.
It looks like BJ's got a little cut over the side of his eye.
The officials are holding up the action here. That's an official's timeout.
Yeah, he got hit with an elbow. And they'll have to close this up right away. I didn't see where he got hit, but he was right there with Isaiah right in his face when he missed that jump shot and probably got hit on that play. So now Chip Schaefer will try to close this up, and they'll have to do it very quickly, or we'll see maybe John Paxson in this game, maybe Corey Williams. It's going to have a stitch. They're called Dr. Heffernan. They're going to have to run him down to the locker room. So he will come out of the game. He's got 2 points. There'll either be a timeout here. What'll they do? He's got to replace him. It's an open wound, so they have to replace him. That is a league rule this year. What's Phil going to do?
Let's see if Phil wants to take a timeout here, or just make a quick substitution.
Try to put a butterfly. It's right underneath the lid, and
Chip Schaefer.
BJ wants to stay in, so Chip has got the job done so far. We'll see what happens, and play will resume with a 6-6 tie. 6:59 to go in the first quarter.
Saw Chip with the surgical glove on there. Again, that's all part of the procedure in the NBA when there's an open wound. Scottie Pippen on the inbounds.
Darrell Walker in the game now for Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah apparently left with a cut as well. Jordan to Armstrong. BJ trying to force it inside to Scottie Pippen, and we've got a violation coming up. 3-second violation on the Bulls. Piston basketball. Apparently Horace Grant in the lane too long.
They might want to put Isaiah against that second unit too. He's been struggling. They'd like to get him off a little bit.
Isaiah apparently is headed to the locker room from what we're told, and Dumars drains it from the outside. Joe Dumars at 21 points and 5 assists in the opener against Milwaukee. Horace Grant. Armstrong to Cartwright. Pistons leading by 2, coming up on 6 minutes left to go. First quarter. Been a slow start here. Scottie Pippen. 8 apiece. We're tied.
You would expect this game to be somewhere in the mid-80s, mid to high 80s.
Yeah, that's where the Pistons have been their first 2 games of the season and in the preseason as well.
Seems like they've been there the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
They sort of slow it down, play a half court, don't run, don't turn it over, and play really good defense.
In terms of points per game, they were the #1 defense in the league, yielding just 97 points per game a year ago. Of course, they only scored about 99 points a game themselves, and that was 26th in the league. Got a foul coming up here. It's against Scottie Pippen. Offensive foul away from the ball. His first.
So the Bulls turn it over on a 3-second violation, and they turn it over on a foul down low, setting a screen.
The Pistons and Bulls tied at 8 apiece. Darrell Walker sets it up. Walker wanted to play hockey, didn't he not? You were telling me.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago, big Blackhawks fan.
Corliss High School, and wanted to play hockey. His mom still here. He says she'll be watching tonight on WGN.
Aguirre on the fadeaway. Polonese with the offensive rebound. No basket. He traveled. Holden Polonese working hard to no avail on that sequence.
Good test there. That's what we talked about. Aguirre tried to take Horace down again, get him in low. He had to take a fadeaway jump shot. When he gets to go into the hoop and draw the free throws, that's when he really is tough.
You mentioned the Pistons getting to the line a lot in the early going of this season. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go. First quarter. Jordan from the outside. His first hoop of the night.
Well, remember what he did the other night. Spotted everybody points. Didn't score in the first quarter. Late in the second quarter got a field goal. And then led everybody with 24 points. And a big 3-point game winner against the Indiana Pacers the other night.
Dumars with a force. Horace Grant corrals. Bulls leading by 2. Michael on the turn. Scottie Pippen the rebound, and got a foul. Loose ball foul coming up against Orlando Woolridge.
You know, both of the players we thought got hurt. Let's go back if we can with Skip Ellison and C. Isaiah going against. There's the head bump right there. So we know that that's exactly where BJ got it, and maybe that's the same place that Isaiah got it. So
yes.
Into the game, Dennis Rodman, the league's leading rebounder last year,
averaged 18 rebounds a game. If you get a close-up of the shoulder area, he's got a couple of neat tattoos on. That's been the talk of the camp in Detroit.
He slipped them down to his shoulder. Used to wear them on the back of his head.
There it is. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there on his left shoulder. There's the other one. Gosh. That's a lot of verbiage to wear on your arm.
Are those tattooed or are those written in?
I don't know. Bulls throw it away. The Pistons resume offensively. Chicago leading by 2. Low scoring first quarter here at Chicago Stadium. Aguirre against Rodney McCray. Darrell Walker's shot is off the mark, and here come the Bulls on the fly. Pippen is fouled.
Joe Dumars on the foul. He tried to. There goes BJ down to the locker room with John Heffernan, the trainer, but that time they tried to fast break. Scotty caught the ball, put it down once. Joe Dumars tried to set up the roadblock, but Scotty was able to go around him, and then it was a hit call.
First on Joe Dumars, third on the team. Jordan off the screen by Cartwright. 4 for Jordan, and the Chicago lead is 4 at 12-8. Timeout taken by the Pistons. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go first quarter. The Bad Boys will talk it over, trailing by 4. On November 14th, when the Bulls take on the Denver Nuggets, it's Miller Genuine Draft Schedule Poster Night. First 10,000 adults 21 and older will receive a Bulls schedule poster, compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Now, the Bulls are on a 6-0 run, and after getting off to what, a 2 for 12 start from the field, John, you've got them clocked at 4 for 4 from the field in the last 5 minutes.
Right. 2 out of 7 for the Pistons
over that same period of time. Detroit resumes offensively. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter.
Rodney McCray will find out what intensity and rivalry is all about right now.
Yes, he will. Aguirre takes him on the drive. Foul coming up on Rodney McCray is his first and the third on the team. Bulls are in the midst of a stretch, seeing them play the 6 games in 9 nights. Actually 4 This is their 4th game, and or this will be a stretch of 4 games in 6 nights when they finish things up here.
And go on a road trip after they play this 2 games this weekend and be 5 on the West Coast, and they come back and play the Knicks in Boston, so that'll be a long streak.
McGuire with 4 points. Pistons are back to within 2. McCray. Horace Grant the offensive rebound. Pippen to Cartwright. Good move on
Billy. Good move. Bill Cartwright shooting over 56% coming in this game, really shooting well. Last year he struggled from the field, but he hit his first basket. Now he turns around, gets Polynice, who likes to block shots. A fake. He buys it. Bump in the hole and tries to add 3. The boo you hear is not for Cartwright. In the game, Bill Laimbeer replaces Olin Polynice.
At the free throw line, Bill Cartwright. 2 of 2 at the free throw line the other night against Indiana. He was 4 of 5 from the field, and Cartwright has 5 points here in this first quarter. Bulls lead it by 5. That's their largest lead. Dumars. Laimbeer jumped at by Horace Grant. Pass interior feed to Aguirre is a foul coming up on Rodney McCray, overplaying to try to deny that interior feed. So Aguirre will be going back to the line. Mark Aguirre last year averaged just 11.3 points per ball game. I should say non-shooting affair coming up for the Pistons. He's averaging closer to his career average this year. His career average is about 22 points a game. Rodney McCray the rebound off the miss by Aguirre. McCray to Jordan from the outside. Dennis Rodman the rebound. Laimbeer. 10 to go on the shot clock. Dumars off the screen by Laimbeer. No, but a foul.
Bill Cartwright came over and hit him after the shot was up and gone. So that's his 2nd foul.
5th team foul. And this will precipitate some free throws.
Well, you know, B.J. Armstrong's hero growing up in Detroit was Isaiah Thomas. And he always enjoys playing against him. He really feels that he's one of the top players. So what happens? They both bang heads. They both go down to the locker room, and they both end up with stitches over their left eye.
All right, now let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Redker, that's our story. Joe Dumars at the line, completing the 2-shot foul.
Bill Cartwright left, as you mentioned, for Scott Williams because they have a center listed Bill Cartwright, but he doesn't play down in the paint. He's always outside looking for a pick and roll or looking for a long 2-3 point shot.
Michael Jordan picked up by Joe Dumars. Rodney McCray, they'd like to get him more shots in the offense or have him find more shots. Scott Williams turn around over Laimbeer, but a foul. Bill Laimbeer's first personal.
Listen to this. Personal foul 40, Bill Laimbeer.
Isaiah got all the boos early in the first quarter, and now Bill Laimbeer. You know, players and referees sometimes have short memories, but fans have long memories.
They certainly do. Pistons are now over the foul limit. 2 minutes straight up to go in the first quarter. Scott Williams was 3 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 6 points in 17 minutes against Indiana the other night.
This is a team that you have to make the most. When you get free throws, you have to make them against this team. You get yourself a 10, 12-point lead, you can bury this club. But if you just hang around, they can stay right with you.
Hey, John, if you put 95 points on the board, you got a better than average chance of beating this team.
Yeah.
They don't score that many points. Rodney McCray with the intercept. Michael Jordan. Laimbeer the rebound. Dumars out ahead of the field. Pippen contests, and Dumars has it. 6 for Joe Dumars.
Michael with a quick long shot. He might have wanted to go just a little inside.
A minute 30 left to go, first quarter. 10 to go on the shot clock as McRae puts up the right-handed hook. Rodney with the rebound. Outlet to Jordan is stolen by Dumars. 2-on-1 to Walker.
The 2 good plays off a long rebound, and here they go.
Pistons have caught the Bulls with 66 seconds to go. First quarter. McRae to Jordan. They clear out Jordan against Dumars. 5 to go on the shot clock. Michael goes to work. 6 now for Jordan, and the Bulls back on top by 2. Mark Aguirre posting up Rodney McRae. Aguirre gets the offensive rebound. Under 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. It will belong to the Pistons with 18 to go on the shot clock. 25.4 on the game clock. Ron Rothstein orchestrates from the Pistons sidelines.
Two-man game.
Mark Aguirre.
Oh, yeah.
Traveled.
Wanted to make a move on the big-bodied Rodney McRae. Wasn't there. Delay of game on top of it. Maguire didn't throw the ball to him.
13.2 seconds to go.
So they've got a delay of game warning and illegal defense here in the first quarter. 13 seconds. It could be a big factor towards the end of this game.
Scottie Pippen. Time left in the quarter. Right-hand corner. Pippen. Offensive foul.
They were all there to meet him underneath. Dumars and...
So the Bulls turn it back to the Pistons. 4.9 seconds remaining. Walker's pass deflected by Pippen. Lambeer travels. 0.3 of a second to go.
You still can get a legal shot off.
You can. That's the limit, though. That's as low as you can go on the clock and still get a shot away.
Catch and throw.
No, did not get it off in time. As the period comes to a close, the Chicago Bulls and Phil Jackson have a 2-point lead over the Detroit Pistons, 18-16.
Well, Michael Jordan driving to the hoop here. We know that he's got the bad back. He complained about that after the game against the Pacers. And after he makes the drive, watch what he does with that left hand now. Yep. Did you feel a little bit of a twinge there? And we've already got, there's B.J. Armstrong going in the locker room to get stitches. And returning to the bench already is Isaiah Thomas with his stitches. So a 20-second timeout was called.
Darrell Walker couldn't find an open man and signaled for the 22nd timeout.
Well, you talk about the Bulls' good defense and the alertness. Again, that's 3 calls now. We got a delay a game. We've got a 20-second call on him.
Yeah, illegal defense call.
Yep.
Hey, we've got an exciting new show on WGN TV this season. No Bull with Phil Jackson. Every Sunday night, you'll get the inside scoop on the Bulls from the man at the helm, Phil Jackson. There'll be highlights, features, strategies, some very special guests from around the NBA. No Bull with Phil Jackson debuts Sunday, November 22nd, 7:30, preceding the Bulls at Phoenix. Walker on the drive, denied by McRae, knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. The numbers in the first quarter. Boy, the shooting down under 40%. The Bulls held the edge on the board.
You expect that. Neither team's shooting well early in the season, but when these two teams play, forget shooting percentages.
Yeah, you're not going to fatten your shooting percentage in this game. Isaiah Thomas connecting. John Paxson in the lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Thomas also has a Band-Aid over the cut on his eye. We're tied at 18 in the early going of this second quarter. Chip Schaefer, the Bulls trainer, told me that Michael Jordan will probably play more minutes tonight. They don't want to leave him on the bench very long because that back will stiffen up on him. Rodney McRae looking for room. Scott Williams with 5 to go on the shot clock leaves it short, and Rodman is there with the rebound. Darrell Walker. Jumped at by Stacey King. Lambeer. Michael up high. A minute gone by in this second quarter. King posting up. Over Lambier. Nicely done. Stacey King, who had 3 points in 17 minutes against Indiana the other night, his first 2 points of tonight's game. Orlando Woolridge. Deflected out of bounds on a kick.
You heard that Orlando yell as he went down the middle. Oh, that's why he's got that number on the back of his jersey. He looks big for the free throws. Oh, as even when he threw the ball out of bounds.
Standout All-America at Notre Dame. Darrell Walker out high. You don't have to worry about him at the three-point line. He's one of the worst three-point shooters in the league. Woolridge from the outside. He's a concern wherever he elects to shoot. Michael Jordan. Trying to feed Scott Williams. It'll belong to the Pistons as the Bulls misfire.
You talk about a standout of Notre Dame. There's 3 players from Notre Dame out there. 2 of them were real standouts in their career, and the other guy played well, but really, and that's Lambier. John Paxson was a standout there, but Lambier did not play really well. Went to Europe, came back, and has been a dominant center on a team that won championships 2 years in a row.
Isaiah Thomas finds Lambier. 7 to go on the shot clock now. Isaiah with a change of direction move. Woolridge in close. And a loose ball foul coming up. Loose ball fouls on Rodney McCray of the Bulls. That's his 3rd. First on the team in the second quarter. Rodney McCray trying to get himself on track. Horace Grant is up off Phil Jackson's bench. He'll be reporting on here.
Horace Grant returns for the Bulls,
replacing Rodney McCray.
There's B.J. Armstrong getting a Band-Aid over the stitches by Chip Schaefer.
Pistons resume. Isaiah Thomas with the scoop. Stacey King the rebound, and boy, we've heard an awful lot of groans down low, and a foul coming up on Stacey King here. That's his first, 2nd on the team. Well, this has been an old-fashioned slugfest thus far.
The Bulls got battered on the boards by the Pistons, and were able to squeak it out. But here, a hand in the face of a great leaper, Orlando Woolridge, but not a well-known rebounder by any means.
Isaiah Thomas with his 3rd from the field. He has 6. Isaiah now 3 out of 5 shooting from the field. Much improved over his first 2 performances of the regular season. Horace lost it off his knee. Pistons and Bulls tied at 20 apiece. 9.5 minutes to go, second quarter. John, we're on pace for about a 75-80 point game here. Isaiah from deep. Lambier right back to Thomas. Paxson takes it away. Picked his pocket. Scott Williams. Stacey King.
Yeah. Big Stacey offensive rebound. Moves in for his 2nd hoop.
Bulls on that offensive board have 11 rebounds here in this first half. Nice dish to Rodman from Thomas. Dennis Rodman with his first 2 points of the game. Rodman came in averaging 11 rebounds in the first 2 contests of the season. Horace Grant. Jordan. Jumped in on a switch by Lambier. Scott Williams trying to control. Runs out of real estate at the baseline, and it's Piston basketball. 22 apiece. We're tied. Under 9 minutes to go, second quarter. Eight to go on the shot clock for the Pistons. Rodman with the screen. Thomas, the penetration was bumped by Scott Williams.
They're going to give him that hoop?
Yes, they are. Score the field goal.
There, you're going to give. No, on the side. It should be on the side, but it looked like they pointed to the hoop.
Well, I saw one
There's
of the officials.
Foul. Now he took the dribble, lost control, then went up with it. So you
do not score the field. I saw the official though motion.
Yes,
that way.
It was good.
3 team fouls now on the Bulls here. We still have 8 minutes to go in the first half. Lambier from the outside. Lambier at 14 against Indiana on the road, 11 at home against Milwaukee in the first 2 games of the season. His first 2 points tonight. Stacey King quickly inside.
Hey, Stacey, big moves on Lambier, who just defenses with his hands up in the air, move to the middle and around to his left, off the glass and in.
Stacey's already got his high point game of the season. 6 points. Thomas on the drive. Orlando Woolridge. Horace Grant. This is not a game for the faint of heart underneath the boards tonight.
Got to get him down deep, Stace. I know he wants the ball, but you cannot. They'll be all over you with the rest of his team. You got to get Lambier in a one-on-one quick move situation.
7 to go on the shot clock. Jordan for 3.
Hello. Bring it up.
9 points for Jordan. Ron Rothstein sending Joe Dumars back into the game momentarily. Bulls by 3. Darrell Walker out front. Thomas guarded by Paxson. Lambier with the screen. Stacey King with a push. And on Stacey, his second. That's the 4th on the team. We've got a timeout, Chicago. 6:47 to go first half. It has not been pretty, but the Bulls do have a 3-point lead. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker, that's the story, and we're in second period of play. 6:47 to go second quarter. Tonight's overhead camera shot is brought to you by the Upper Deck Company. Nobody does basketball like Upper Deck, as we get a look at Michael Jordan going from the outside, dialing long distance.
We saw Michael do that against Portland in game 1 when he got 35 in the first half. 6 for 10 from long range. He's still got his hand on his back. A little testy, isn't he?
It really is, and I think, again, as Chip Schaefer mentioned before the game,
give him a lot of time. In a row.
When he sits on the bench, it'll be briefly. They'll try to get him in and out briefly so that back doesn't stiffen up on him. So he'll probably play a lot of minutes tonight. Isaiah Thomas with a fade. Scottie Pippen the rebound. Boy, every rebound you hear a groan down there, don't you?
Remember that old radio show called Your Hit Parade? We're watching that.
Yeah, we're seeing some hits tonight. Michael, nice move off the mark. Lambier takes the rebound off the floor.
Terry Mills just stepping in the lineup for the first time.
Mills,
we've seen him in a Detroit uniform.
Free agent. We got a technical foul called on Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson has been arguing here and there about some of the calls and expressing his concern, and perhaps made the right phrase to elicit a technical foul, and Joe Dumars head to the line. 7 points for Dumars. Dumars averaged 19.9 points a game last year. Has logged more than 3,000 minutes in 2 straight seasons, each of the last 2 years. Terry Mills down low against Horace Grant.
Horace picks
whistle before the shot. It is on Horace, his second. And already, Red, the Bulls are over the limit with 6:08 to go in the first half. Pistons have no team fouls.
That's a scary thing when you look at the other side. 0. That means they can now sharpen up those bows a little bit.
Terry Mills is an All-America. Played on a national championship team at Michigan and Ann Arbor. Not playing too far away from there now in Auburn Hills, another suburb of Detroit. 1 out of 2 at the line. Pistons signed Mills off an offer sheet from the Jersey Nets. 1 point Chicago lead under 6 minutes to go first half. Jordan with 9 to go on the shot clock. Nice feed to Stacey King, who could not handle it. I'm not sure Stacey was expecting it, but Red, you've got to always expect it when Michael has the ball. He's going to find a way to get it to you. Mills backing in again. Jordan the rebound. The lead for Pippen. The dish to King off his hand. Scottie collects. B.J. Armstrong. 4 for Armstrong. Bulls again lead it by 3. to go on the shot clock for the Pistons.
Good
Thomas
defense.
out front.
Good defense down low by Scotty, keeping Orlando Woolridge out of the.
Dumars does not get it off. He lost track of how much time was left on the shot clock. So you're right. That was an excellent defensive sequence.
Scotty just chased Orlando off the blocks. They tried to get it in. They swung the ball around, and before you knew it, they had no idea that 24 seconds was up. Good defense.
John, what do you notice different about the Pistons under Rothstein?
Well, they're talking about wanting to run more, but they certainly have not showed an indication tonight. They don't want to get in a running battle with the Bulls, I do not think.
Saw the turnover story a moment ago. The Bulls have the lead in that dubious category. Pippen with 5 to go on the shot clock will have to manufacture a shot. Woolridge got a piece of it. Lambier rebound. Dumars. Isaiah pierces through. Controls to Woolridge. Knocked down by Jordan in a foul.
Good play
the foul is on Stacey King, not on Michael Jordan.
But a great play by Isaiah Thomas. We take a look at it. Watch what happens here on the play. Well, we picked it up afterwards, but Isaiah came down, got the ball, and just dropped it. He came in real quick. Now watch this. The shot is missed. Isaiah gets the rebound. Watch what he does. He doesn't go back up. Bang, in the air. He finds his teammate. Orlando Woolridge goes up and gets hit by Stacey King.
Here's what's on tap at halftime. Of course, news break as always. Our NBA feature on the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, plus the highlights, stats, and NBA scores. Bill Cartwright back into the lineup for the Chicago Bulls, in place of Stacey King.
I talked about this team shooting 21 more free throws than their opponents. He missed them both. And tonight they're on track to do that again as they've shot 9 free throws to 3 for the Bulls.
Jordan looking to deal on Dumars. Oh, good find. Pippen. No, but he was fouled. Would have been nice to see that one drop.
That was on Mills. But you're right. Michael broke down a defense. And the great thing about Scotty and Michael is that when they're in the middle of the lane, they've got great vision and great hang time. And they find a teammate. Scotty not standing, going to the hoop. Picked it up, put it up on the glass, got the foul. And now Olden Polynice is in for Orlando Woolridge, I believe it is. No, not Woolridge. Who is? Yes.
Yes, he is in for Woolridge. Yeah. Pippen is 5.
Yeah, most of your good-looking stats go down the drain when these two teams play against each other. Shooting percentages and game percentages for the season.
Bulls lead it by 5. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go. We are second quarter at Chicago Stadium.
Identify the scorers, as Johnny Bach would say. One is Aguirre, the guy with the ball's another one, and Joe Dumars.
Isaiah Thomas. Polynice is not one of those scorers.
Right, that's right. But you want to keep it, try to defense those other 3 guys because they are definitely bona fide big-time scorers.
And appropriately, Polynice left that one short on the rim. Bill Cartwright. 10 to go on the shot clock. Scotty. Rebound taken by Polynice. Piston basketball. Detroit trailing by 5. McGuire one-on-one with Pippen.
Back in, here it is.
Double team from Horace Grant. Mills is open.
Mills hits the long jumper, but that's who you'd want taking that shot, I would think.
3-point lead Chicago. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go. First half. Pippen for 3. Horace chases down. Hustle rebound for Grant. B.J. Armstrong leaves it short but gets it back. Again.
Stay with it, Brooks.
6 for the kid. 5 points the lead again for Chicago. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. Isaiah Thomas. Dumars, nice dish. Foul coming up, or is it a traveling violation against Polynice? Timeout taken by the Pistons. Offensive foul coming up against Olden Polynice. His second personal foul. It'll turn it over to the Bulls when we resume. December 5th, Bulls face the Celtics. It's KFC promotional night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium will receive a Bulls promotional item. Compliments of KFC. Bulls resume offensively, leading it by 5. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go, first half.
There's the free throw. Illegal defense.
Illegal defense against Detroit.
Well, he talked about what could happen, and it pays a dividend here. Michael will shoot the technical. The Bulls will retain the ball, a 5-point lead. You know, just looking at the roster, talked to George Blaha, their radio announcer. They've got an Isaiah Morris on here, a 6'8" rookie from Arkansas. And I said, well, do you get confused? He says, no, we call him Butch. In Detroit, there is only one Isaiah.
There's George Blaha, longtime voice of the Pistons.
And I guess there is only one in the league, Isaiah. But there's a Moses.
Yes, sir. Moses is recuperating now, though.
We won't see him Friday.
Jordan.
MJ, tough hoop because Joe Dumars was right in his pocket.
12 points for Jordan, and the Chicago lead is 8. That's the largest of the evening, if I'm not mistaken.
So that's a 3-point pickup on that last possession. With the technical foul, a hoop by Michael.
Terry Mills. Colonies with a nifty tap down low. Scottie Pippen. 6-point Chicago lead. Whistle away for the ball. Got a blocking foul coming up.
Bill was trailing down, going to his spot. Polonese ran out like he was going to be run over when those two bodies hit. See if we can see it here. Least points scored versus the Bulls in a half is 28 by Detroit, 73 and 74.
They didn't score many points back in the 70s. They didn't score that many in the 80s, and they're not scoring a whole lot in the 90s.
They're starting to run people at him now. This is Ronnie Oh, there it's out of bounds. It paid dividends. Ronnie Rothstein, who originally was one of the guys to come up
with the Jordan rules.
The Jordan rules.
He was one of the architects of it.
They run a guy at Michael. Depends on where he is when he has the ball.
Indiana was doing a little bit of that the other night. Joe Dumars, under 2 minutes left to go. Mills, the pass to Mills off the mark. Pippen pried it loose, and Scottie knocked it off the shin of Terry Mills out of bounds.
Scottie has done that in 2 games now. He went around, got the steal. He wouldn't let him post him up. He picked it up, turns around, 360 off of him, and it's out of bounds. Nice play.
6-point Chicago lead. Cartwright down low. Over Mills. No, but a foul. Terry Mills on a push. His second personal. Now that puts the Pistons over the foul limit. Their second foul in the last 2 minutes of this second quarter. Bill Cartwright gets a pair at the line. Cartwright averaging 10 points and 4.7 rebounds a game, and there are his numbers Monday against Indiana, reflecting those averages. Very solid start, John, when you consider he came off the knee surgery, and they held him out of some early practices and games in the preseason.
Well, the 2 games that the Bulls won was when the starting unit each got in double figures. Now, the last guy to get in there so far, he has not reached him yet. And there's 2 free throws, but Scottie with the rebound is Horace Grant.
Coming up on a minute left to go. First half. BJ for 3. No. And here's Isaiah. Thomas to Dumars. Off his fingertips and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Pistons. 22nd timeout Chicago. So the Bulls exercise their 22nd break. Ron Rothstein will talk to his club. And we'll remind you, on November 14th, the Bulls take on the Denver Nuggets. Miller Genuine Draft Schedule Poster Night. First 10,000 adults 21 and older will receive a Bulls schedule poster compliments of Miller Genuine Draft.
Well, the Bulls had an 8-point lead. They gave that tip into Polonese, and they've gone back and forth. And that time it looked like the Pistons wanted to step it up and run. Isaiah made a nice move to get across half court, but threw it off of Joe Dumars' leg out of bounds. And with 54.8, their 22nd timeout up in the first half, the Bulls will have possession.
6-point Chicago lead.
Bulls want to get at least two
possessions in this final minute, I would think. Yes,
if not more, but they'll go for 2.
Ten to go on the shot clock for Chicago. Jordan over Dumars. Michael heating up here in the second quarter, has 8 second period points and 12 in the game.
That was a flat-footed jumper. Now that's tough for Dumars to defend against.
Dumars picked up on a switch by Horace Grant. Dumars off the dribble, gets fouled.
Smart basketball, and you can tell teams that win championships. He came down, he had big Horace Grant at 6'10" on him, and he knew Horace picked up his 3rd foul, but he knew he was not going to call anything. He just was going to tattoo the dribble, get Horace leaning a little bit. Then he drove to the hoop, made the body contact. We shoot 2 free throws, and the Bulls will go for 1 possession with 23-2 on the clock as Lane Beer starts to walk to the scorer's desk, and he'll come back in.
And Dumars drains his first at the line. And Beer back in, replacing Terry Mills.
What he gives him is the good defense underneath by just spreading out and threatening to take the offensive foul. So Rodney McRae comes in for Bill Cartwright, or for Horace Grant, and Paxson is in too.
John Paxson enters the lineup.
Comes Darrell Walker, all kinds of substitutions. And
yeah, the wheels are turning at both ends, aren't they?
Yeah.
1 shot to go for Joe Dumars. As Jack Nees sets it up.
Rodman in, so got a quick team on both sides.
Dumars makes good on a pair. He has 9 points now in the game. Time left in the right-hand corner.
And Beer better come out on Pax. If he doesn't come out, there's be another legal league. Give it.
I don't think Jack Nees is watching that. Pippen has it slapped away, knocked out of bounds by Walker. It'll belong to Chicago. 6.4 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Now Orlando Woolridge is going to get the call. Who does he come for?
Replaces Bill Laimbeer. So Woolridge is back in. He'll defend on the inbounds with those long arms. Jordan trying to feed it down low to Pippen. Rodney McRae. Rodman, as the first half comes to a close. Well, at the end of 1 half complete, these 2 teams are on a pace that would leave them short of the 80 mark for the game. It has not been pretty. It's been quite physical. Michael Jordan leads the way for the Bulls with 14 points, and Chicago leads by 6 at intermission, 38-32. That's from this first half of play. Look at the shooting, under 40% for both sides. The Bulls having the edge on the boards with the clear-cut edge on the boards there, and the points off turnovers. Bulls also committed 10 turnovers. The leading scorers, Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Aguirre is off to a very slow start here tonight, 1 of 7 from the field. And for the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan had a good second quarter. Scored 8 of his 14 points in the second period, 6 of 12 from the field overall. Scottie Pippen off slowly, 2 of 10 shooting from the floor. The Miller Lite scoreboard in the 4th period of play. Boston leading Charlotte. Indiana in the 4th has the edge on Philadelphia. Second period of play, Milwaukee leads Dallas. And some of the other scores. And a late start coming up on the West Coast. We resume here in the 3rd period of play. Detroit Pistons on the attack. Mark Aguirre off a screen by Polonese. Jordan the rebound. Starting unit intact for the Bulls here to open the second half. B.J. Armstrong. Good look to Grant. Rebound cleared by Polonese. Baskets have been hard to come by, either long range or in close. Thomas on the drive. And a foul. Foul is on B.J. Armstrong, his first.
Isaiah right down the middle, changes to the left hand, lays it on up, and draws the foul.
Isaiah with 8 points thus far tonight. Horace Grant snares the rebound. Chicago lead is 4. Cartwright. A low post against Polonese, and illegal defense against Detroit. That's their 3rd illegal defense call of the night. Michael Jordan heads to the free throw line to shoot the technical foul. There's Ron Rothstein motioning to his club to match up, boys.
Michael, his only 2 trips to the foul line have been to shoot technicals.
That's something we might keep an eye on this early season. Red, Michael not getting to the free throw line as often as we're used to seeing him. Cartwright inside, knocked out of bounds by Polynice. Bulls want a goaltender.
Everybody in the building wanted it except the officials. Michael gets Big Bill down low. Up he goes.
Back live, Jordan converts. Michael with 17 now. The Bulls lead is 7. A little over a minute gone by, third quarter. We're at Chicago Stadium. Glad to have you with us. Jordan misdirects the pass out of bounds.
Take a look at that block one more time.
Now let's see if we can. Is the ball coming down here?
Hard to tell, but it was headed straight over that cylinder.
Sure was. Thomas double team. Polynice, good ball movement. Aguirre gets by Pippen, dribbled it off his foot.
They did what they wanted. They swung it all the way around. Horace came out, and Aguirre was on his way to the hoop, and as luck would have it,
his foot got in the way.
Yes.
Jordan quickly. He has scored all 5 Chicago points here in the early going of the third quarter and propelled the Bulls into a 9-point lead, largest of the evening for either team.
Yeah, that lead looks huge at this stage.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The kind of points we're seeing out there. Isaiah is fouled here on the drive. BJ picks up his 2nd personal foul in this third quarter.
They've done a great job on Mark Aguirre. He came in leading his team in scoring with 21 points, had 4 all in the first quarter.
At 24 the other night, Saturday night at Indiana, 18 on opening night, Friday night against Milwaukee at the Palace, did Mark Aguirre. Been quiet here tonight. Thomas. Double teamed. Woolridge in close. Orlando Woolridge, who was only 1 of 5 from the field in the first half, gets his first hoop of the third quarter. Michael posting Dumars. Double team by Isaiah. Nice move.
MJ. They're not doubling him now. We'll see what happens when Rothstein signals to his defense.
Isaiah penetrates.
He's off to a great start. He knows he's in Chicago.
10 points for Isaiah Thomas. Thomas and Aguirre returning to their native city to play this game here tonight. Pippen from the outside. Scotty with 8. Once again, the lead is 9 for the Bulls. Almost 3 minutes gone by in the third. Dumars double team quickly. Aguirre had the open shot for a moment. Beats Polynice, who can't handle it.
Foul.
Got a foul coming up here. And it's going to be on Cartwright. This is the 3rd on Bill. 3rd of the team. Pistons yet to pick up a team foul here in the third quarter. Isaiah with the move around. B.J. Armstrong on the floater. Pippen taps it over to Cartwright. B.J. Nice stop and go.
Scotty.
Pippen with his 2nd hoop of the third quarter has 10 in the game.
He's got 8 rebounds. He's got 6 assists. He's pushing that triple-double in a timeout by Rothstein.
11-point lead for Chicago, forcing the Pistons to talk it over with 8:33 to go in the third. Mark it down, December 4th, Bulls and Trailblazers, Sears Brand Central T-shirt night. First 10,000 into the stadium receive a Bulls T-shirt, compliments of Sears Brand Central. Piston basketball, 19 to go on the shot clock. 8.5 remaining in the third. Bulls are leading by 11. Thomas. Cartwright the rebound. Pippen 3-on-2. B.J. Armstrong left unattended. 8 for Armstrong. Chicago lead up to 13 now.
Bulls 37 rebounds to 17. Out rebounding them here 7-1 starting the second half.
Rodman is back into the Piston lineup now. That should help them off the boards. Polynice, so we got a 3-second violation.
Yeah.
You're right. I think it's on Dennis Rodman.
You got too many. They thought Joe Dumars was going to go with that hoop from the foul line. When he had to pass off, you had Rodman cemented in there. He was just worked his way underneath. So
yeah, the old cement shoes couldn't get out. 51-38. Bulls on top. Cartwright denied by Rodman. Isaiah. Orlando Woolridge. 6 for Woolridge, 4 of which have come here in the third. The Chicago lead is 11. Michael wants Cartwright on the block against Polynice. Rodman there for the rebound. Isaiah Thomas. Did he draw a foul?
yes, he did on Bill Cartwright that time. He ran BJ right down in. And heads up basketball by Isaiah Thomas. Bill Cartwright's missed 2 shots now on this side. He comes back, commits to foul, and that's Billy's what, 4th?
4th, and the 4th on the team already with 7:07 left to go in the third. Pistons still blank on the team foul category in this particular quarter. Thomas.
He loves the stadium floor. He just absolutely loves playing here in Chicago. He loves the boos and reacts to them.
12 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Bill Cartwright on an offense. Nope. 30.
Got a foul on Polynice as he and Cartwright collide.
Well, Cartwright came down again, taking his spot. Polynice tried to prevent him from taking it in a big bump. So that's a 3rd on him, 4th on him. So that's 8 on these 2 guys. And here comes Lane Beer.
Bill Laimbeer back on.
Now it's time to make a change because Bill will not be able to follow on the outside. Will not be able to follow Lane Beer, and Stacey King should be able to do a better job of it.
And that's exactly what happens as the wheels turn on both sides of the floor. Pistons make their adjustment, and the Bulls answer with Stacey King. Scottie Pippen off a nifty pick by Horace Grant. Isaiah Thomas. Woolridge.
Oh, they're stuck now on automatic.
8 for Orlando Woolridge, his 2nd in a row from the floor. Pistons are back to within 7, down by 13 just a few moments ago were the Detroit Pistons. Horace Grant's pass to Armstrong denied by Thomas. 11 to go on the shot clock. Pistons on a 6-0 run in the last 70 seconds. Nine to go on the clock. King. Oh, great move. Stacey with 8 points. By far his most solid effort of the season to this date.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dumars guarded by Jordan. Isaiah. Score it and a foul.
He's just working on BJ now. BJ's 3rd.
That puts the Bulls over the limit with 5:47 to go here in the third.
Comes the rook. Corey Williams is going to get his test now. He will not be able to even get as close as BJ was. So BJ leaves, and baptism now under fire as Isaiah goes to the free throw line.
Isaiah Thomas shoots one.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah will test him too right away.
14 for Thomas, make it 15 now. He's had a big third quarter. 9 points in the third quarter by Thomas, 6 by Woolridge. That accounts for the scoring for the Pistons in this half. Pippen with the scoop. He has 12 points in the game. Bulls again by 8.
See if
5.5 to go.
See if Dumars gets it right in Isaiah's hand. Here he comes off of 1 screen, 2 screens. Now he goes 1-on-1
with Corey Williams, the rookie. Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer with 4 points. Pistons again back to within 6. Grant to King. On the block against Laimbeer. Double team by Thomas. 3-second violation on the Bulls. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is WGN-TV Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr at Chicago Stadium. Bulls and Pistons. Thomas for three, and he is lighting it up. A big third quarter for Isaiah Thomas. 18 in the game, 12 in the third period.
He said, Phil, I'll show you respect for trying to put a rookie on me.
Stacey King backs in. Thomas double teams. Corey Williams. Quick movement to the Bulls. Get it down low to Grant. Knocked out of bounds. Scotty tried to hit Horace in close. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. It was last touched by the Pistons.
Michael said, Corey, you just defend back on the break here.
Isaiah Thomas debates the case.
Said he was trying to call a timeout.
Thomas.
Do you want a 20-second timeout? He's asking him. Do you want a 20-second timeout?
And Ron Rothstein is out to have a word with Jack Neese.
He's got an open cut on his hand now. And they got to try to stop it. An open cut on Isaiah's hand. What a time for him to get something like that. Again, the league rule. Tony Harris looks at it and
unless they can bandage it right away and stop it right away, John, he has to come out of the game.
Well, he is out of the game, and he's very upset because he was on a roll.
They'll get Isaiah Thomas taken care of. It's Chicago basketball. They give him a fresh shot clock, John.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen on the inbounds. Jordan guarded by Dumars. Walker double teams. Pippen for three. Woolridge takes down the long pair off the glass. That was a brick of a shot.
See if they work with Dumars on it. We're going to see who is going to guard him. Here he goes.
Dumars with the fade, left it short. Rodman corrals the rebound to Dumars for three.
Here they come. A 17-4 run now in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
And the Pistons have caught the Bulls. Timeout. Chicago. 3:46 left to go. The Pistons are red hot here. This third period of play. They've caught the Bulls at 55. 3:46 to go in the third. We're tied at 55, and here's how we got there.
Tap out rebound by Rodman. Joe Dumars behind the three-point line. 55-55.
Dumars with 12 points in the game.
The first quarter, they've gone back past 20 points in the quarter. They got 23. Isaiah's back in the game. Paxson is in for Corey Williams.
15 to go now on the shot clock for the Bulls. Jordan lets fly.
Wrist. Rodman on that right wrist.
Rodman's first personal, only the second team foul on the Pistons.
This is a great guard-oriented team. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Really a super one. They can take you one-on-one, either one. They both went at the rook. Jordan's first free throw outside of the two technicals that he made.
22 now for MJ.
It's the fourth leading scorer in the league, but we would not be surprised if he ended up overall again, tying Chamberlain at 7 consecutive.
Thomas breaks the pressure. Lambier from deep, off the glass. 6 for Lambier.
Boy, you let him up out of a big hole. They were having a tough time scoring, and Isaiah took it on himself to get him back in.
Bulls had a 13-point lead earlier in this third quarter. They led by 6 at the half, did the Chicago Bulls. 8 to go on the shot clock. Pippen. Scotty wide open, buries it. He has 14. 3 minutes straight up to go. Third quarter. Bulls by 2.
Isolation.
Thomas gives up the dribble.
He'll go get it back again. There it is.
Thomas guarded by Paxson. Picked up on a switch by Grant. Orlando Woolridge. He's had a big third quarter as well. 8 third period points, 10 in the game. 59 apiece. We're tied. Michael Jordan lining up Joe Dumars. Pippen out front. Scotty. Oh, great move to the hole.
came out and went in again.
That's not quite a slam dunk, but McDonald's will donate $25 to charitables every time a Bull slam dunks during tonight's game. Blocking foul coming up here. It's on Michael Jordan. He doesn't like the call.
Michael thought he had the position down the lane. Dumars comes across, runs him down, but they call a foul, and he'll shoot two. Scotty made that stuff as he drove in. He reversed around. He stuffed it over Lambeer, and it came out, hit the back of the rim, and went in. Wow. So 2 free throws to shoot here as you look at it from above.
Slam cam view of it. There it is.
Dumars a chance to tie it up. We didn't think these teams would reach 60 points maybe, but
they are there. Both sides at 60. Bulls at 61. Pistons have 60. Michael Jordan's got 1 personal foul, but he has been arguing several calls by the officials here tonight. Not happy with the officiating thus far. And Dumars makes good on a pair. 14 for Joe Dumars. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go. The Bulls and Pistons tied. We're third period.
2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Jordan out high. With the hanger over Isaiah Thomas. Michael Jordan 25. Paxson steals the pass. The numbers in his favor to Pippen.
oh no! You can't let that man back up like that in a basket.
Offensive foul on Scottie Pippen. No basket.
Lambeer doing the right thing, spreading out, but he looked like he retreated right under the basket. You got nowhere to go. There he is. Now he slides in. You got to give the man a little bit of room. A little bit of room.
Thomas out front. Again, Paxson. Yep.
Offense on Isaiah.
That's his first personal foul. Isaiah can't believe it.
Yeah, they wanted to clean it out. He won't go one-on-one against Paxson, and Pax played him right.
Bulls leading by 2. 1:21 to go in the third. Both coaches been working the officials hard here tonight. Pippen and Woolridge away from the ball. A collision between Rodman and Grant, and Dennis Rodman picks up his second personal.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they lose all those free fouls they had. Next one will be a shooting foul. 1:13 to go. 2-point lead.
That's right. That was the Pistons' first team foul in the last 2 minutes of the half, or I should say of the quarter. You get 2 team fouls in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. Jordan. Stacey King
Fired
threw
it
it
out.
away. Michael didn't have a chance to retrieve that one.
Yeah, that was a Nolan Ryan fastball. Matter of fact, how about a congratulations to the North Side for that Cy Young Award winner, Greg Maddux. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Chicago, proud of you.
We came close to having both Cy Young Award winners in Chicago. Thomas with a brick. Scottie Pippen's got King ahead of him. The Pistons get back quickly. Paxson is left unattended. John Paxson with his first 2 points of the game. Under a minute to go in the third. See if the Pistons play 2 for 1. Orlando Woolridge. Nicely done. He has 12. 10 in the third period. Half a minute to go. Third quarter. Both teams have performed much better from the field offensively in this third quarter. Jordan.
Foul on Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars tried to do the same thing Michael did, and they both had great defensive position and both got called for the foul. So MJ will shoot 2 free throws with 18-9 on the clock. Dumars knows Michael likes to go left from this spot. Gets him out there.
They called the foul right there before the shot attempt. As you mentioned, MJ at the line. Getting a pair. There's Dumars. He says, now come on, Michael did elbow me a little bit there.
You can talk to the official as long as you got a smile on your face.
Jack Nees says, yeah, okay. 2-point lead for the Bulls. Scott Williams up off the Bulls bench, getting set to report on. They've wiped up some moisture on the floor now.
Horace Grant gone this whole game without scoring. They haven't really gone to him, although the Bulls have gotten an awful lot of offensive rebounds. They had 10 of them in the first half of their 19.
On the offensive board right now, the Bulls have 18 offensive rebounds.
Horace has 10 rebounds, only 3 shots. So Michael will shoot 2 free throws.
Apparently they've got the moisture taken care of on the floor.
Tick under 20 seconds.
18.9 to go. We are third period. 65-63. Bulls leading the Detroit Pistons. Jordan's first miss from the free throw line. Isaiah had a cut eye. He's got a cut hand. Been a rough night. Trench warfare in this one.
You need Whitey Bimstein over on the bench now.
Pressure in the backcourt. Dumars picked up right away by Jordan. Double teamed by Grant. Gets it ahead to Rodman. To Lambier. Isaiah. Time winding down.
Illegal. Scotty couldn't get over to his man.
Scott Williams. Scottie Pippen. No, it's on Scottie Pippen.
Yep. He couldn't get over his man. He double teamed. So it's in the last 24 seconds. So even though it's the first one on the Bulls, it's going to be a technical foul. So they'll have a chance to tie this up or take the lead. They'll have the last tick under 5 seconds to go. Dumars to shoot the free throw. He shot 1 technical in and has made 6 in a row.
One of the better shooters in the league year in, year out, Joe Dumars. Pistons chance to tie or take the lead with a 3-point field goal here. Final 5 seconds of the third. Isaiah Thomas, is he going to get it off? And he does for 3.
There it is.
Is it 3 or 2?
3.
They're calling it 3. It was 3. Isaiah Thomas puts Detroit on top as we head to the fourth. 67-66. This Saturday night, November 14th, Bulls and Denver Nuggets. It's Miller Genuine Draft Schedule Poster Night. First 10,000 adults 21 and older receive a Bulls schedule poster. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Well, Isaiah Thomas put the Pistons on top right here.
Absolutely. He had 1 for 2 in the first half. Everything he throws up seems to go into the second half. Boom. Take a look from the top. You definitely see he beats the clock. Out of his hand, into the hoop. And we said with a 4-point play, which they got, a technical foul and a 3, that gives them the lead. Bulls have their work to do again.
15-point quarter for Isaiah Thomas in that third period. Paxson. Rodman is there. Pistons lead by 1. They outscore the Bulls 35-28 in the third period.
Coming into the fourth quarter, every time at home, the Bulls have chased this team.
Another bad third quarter for the Bulls. Woolrich leaves it short. Pippen prying it loose. Grant corrals to Jordan. Opening minute of play, fourth quarter. Scotty off a screen by Horace. Rebound caroms right to Horace. Gives it up to Jordan. Grant posting up, yet to score here tonight. Pippen on the dribble. Scott Williams. Rodman another rebound. Thomas has been on fire in the second half. Pistons scored 32 in the first 2 quarters of the game, 35 in the third. Thomas over Paxson off the glass and nearly got it. Lambier is there to clean up.
Everybody was amazed, I guess, that he missed it. Lambier with his 8th point.
Everybody seemed frozen under the basket. 3-point lead, Detroit, 10.5 to go for the game. Jordan and Dumars battling it out down low as Michael tried for his piece of the block. Dumars picks up his 3rd personal foul, first on the team.
Look at this first half. Isaiah Thomas 1 for 2, or the first quarter. 5 minutes he played. Been injured twice.
in and out of the game due to cuts. Michael has it knocked away. I believe Isaiah got a piece of it. Dumars is fouled by Paxson on the break. Paxson's first personal, first on the team.
Well, the Bulls had everything going right. They couldn't make a mistake to start that third quarter. Then the Pistons got on a roll. 35 big points in that quarter.
Field goal percent by quarter. The Pistons shot 70% in that third period. I believe it was 75% the third period shooting for Indiana the other night. And they scored 35 points in the third quarter. Thomas trying to feed Lambier. Williams knocked it away. Denied the baseline feed to the big guy Lambier. It'll belong to the Pistons with 9 to go on the shot clock. Bulls have played good defense in the fourth quarter thus far this season.
Scott Williams
triggers it loose. Can he catch up to it? No.
But that gives them 5 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the clock. Pick him up. Pick that thrower up.
And they have to inbound in the backcourt. Let's see what the Bulls do for pressure here. They'll pick him up in the backcourt. A long lead for Rodman, taken away by Grant to Jordan. Michael. 28 for Jordan.
Scott Williams had a good play, but it bounced off his foot out of bounds. He made a great play on that tap down and gave him 5 seconds. And as Lambier tried to fire it down court, it was intercepted by Horace Grant. Michael hit the jumper. We've got a 1-point lead by the Pistons, and McCray cannot get in at this time.
Orlando Woolridge on the trigger. Pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls. This is Joe Dumars. Pistons by 1. 9:35 to go for the game. Dumars. Jordan got a piece of it. Scott Williams comes up with a deflection. Scott Williams has been all over in these first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Isaiah down there laning on Michael.
Paxson to Pippen. Scott Williams and a foul. Foul is coming up. Let's see.
Joe Dumars.
Joe Dumars, yes. That's his fourth. Second on the team. There was a conglomerate of defenders on that play underneath.
Mark Aguirre. That was Isaiah.
They changed it to Isaiah Thomas, but Joe, we saw the first signal was for Joe Dumars.
Yeah.
Now they changed it to Isaiah Thomas. Two team fouls on the Pistons.
Right, Scott Williams will shoot the 2 free throws. Now Rodney McCray gets in, and for John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong re-enters the lineup.
And Isaiah Thomas is debating the situation with Jack Nees.
Now his wound is they want to make sure put another scratch he's got.
He's going out again.
Man.
Apparently it's for that hand injury.
Yeah. Well, it looked like the other hand. He's got one on the left hand.
Well, Isaiah just...
it looks like...
Yeah, you're right. It's a finger on his other hand. He's quite frustrated at having to come out.
I would guess, yeah.
Scott Williams with 2 free throws upcoming. Bulls are trailing by 1. 9:14 left to go, and what so far has been a bit of a helter-skelter start to this fourth quarter. There's the work being done on the hand of Isaiah Thomas.
Scott Williams has hit 2 free throws off the front of the rim. Made 1 in the middle of the 2 he's missed.
2 points now for Scott Williams. And we're tied at 69. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go in the game. Been an early season of close battles for the Bulls. Dumars swings to Lambier. 10 points now for Lambier.
Rebounding 42-26 for the Bulls. How can they have the lead?
Yeah, the Pistons have the lead. Sometimes numbers don't add up. Pippen can't handle it.
Well, they're going
sideline.
Yeah, they went down to double Michael now. They're starting to do that a little bit. Pass out was a little lazy, and it was a turnover.
Pistons leading by 2. Under 9 minutes to go in the game. This is Dumars. Isaiah getting ready to come back into the game for the Pistons. Lambier jumped at by Pippen. Dumars gets the step on McRae, off the glass, scored, and a foul.
Guards just wrecking the Bulls' chances. They take the outside, they look at the offense, they break it down in the middle, and of course they got their big center playing outside, so there's nobody to run in. A lot of area open on the drive. He goes around McRae. McRae picks up his what?
Rodney McRae with his fourth personal foul, second on the team. There's a look at it. Dumars off the glass, gets the field goal, looking for a three-point play. Offensively, this is the best the Pistons have played in the first 3 games of the season. Armstrong. Detroit leading by 5. Coming up on 8 minutes left to go in the game. Rodney McRae given the shot. His first field goal of the game. The quiet one off the bench. He's had trouble feeling his way in this new offense, but he is going to be an outstanding contributor to this basketball team before it's all said and done. Aguirre backing McRae. Taken away by Pippen. Lambier bumps Pippen off the ball, literally, and the foul is on Bill Lambier, his second, third on the team.
He knew he didn't have many, and he only had 1 foul. He could take it. It's only the 3rd team foul, so he just went over and a little polite bump out of bounds. Scotty used to getting those bumps from Lambier.
From the Upper Deck training card camp.
If you recall the playoffs a couple years ago.
A little friendly bump, you say?
He received a bimp.
15 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls.
Do they chase another man? 3 for Mike. Yeah. Yes.
31 for Jordan. And the Bulls catch the Pistons with 7:30 to go. Off the foot of Walker, out of play.
Tucker gets his first play of the season with the Bulls. Trent Tucker comes in for MJ with 7:24, 74 all tie.
We expect it'll be a short stay on the bench for Jordan, as they do not want to allow that back injury to stiffen up on him.
They got 2 guys on the Bulls now that are trying to learn this offense. There's Tucker.
Trent Tucker squares up.
There it is. Dividend number 1 for Jerry Krause.
Tucker with a 2-pointer, putting the Bulls on top by 2. 7 minutes to go.
He's got the right man in Walker, who will not try to operate on him defensively. I mean offensively.
Phil Jackson picking his spots to make his quick substitutions. B.J. Armstrong picking up Isaiah Thomas. They clear it out for Thomas. 5 to go on the shot clock. Rodney McRae poked away by Thomas. B.J. to Pippen. Scotty knocked away, or was it knocked away by Walker? It's going to belong to Detroit. The last touch by the Bulls. Timeout Chicago. 6:34 to go in the 4th. And the Pistons and Bulls hooked up in a good one. Chicago leading 76-74. This copyrighted telecast, presented by authority of the Chicago Bulls, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago Bulls. Bulls on a 7-0 run of the last minute 30. Trent Tucker gets his first 2 points as a member of the Bulls.
Just straddling that 3-point line.
Bulls leading by 2 at 76-74. 6:34 left to go for the game. Dennis Rodman inbounds. Bulls with the pressure in the backcourt. Inbounds to Lambier. Dumars.
Scott Williams
knocked it out of bounds. 19 to go on the shot clock, and the Pistons still have to cross the midcourt stripe.
5 seconds to do it.
Inbounds to Thomas. Isaiah plays it ahead to Lambier. To Dumars. 8 to go on the clock. Shot clock, left-hand corner. Thomas. Isaiah's gone a bit cold here in the 4th period of play.
Jordan didn't get a very long rest, did he?
We didn't expect him to be there too long at this quarter, at this stage of the game. Scott Williams. B.J. Armstrong. Bulls leading by 2.
Got hit.
No, but a foul.
Isaiah got him on the arm. Good move. He got into a jackpot when he ran into Lane Beer. So BJ will shoot a couple free throws. Try to give his team a little bit of edge. Here it is. BJ moving on down the middle. He fakes. Lane Beer is there. He fakes. Now Isaiah reaches over and then gets him on the arm. BJ Armstrong. He has not shot a free throw this year. One of the better free throw shooters on the Bullies.
3 personal fouls on Isaiah Thomas. More importantly, 4 team fouls on the Pistons. The Bulls have just 2 team fouls in this quarter.
Horace for Scotty. Horace has not scored. He's got 10 rebounds in the game. Jordan has 10 rebounds in the game.
Offensively, the game really has not come to Horace Grant tonight, but he has been there to pry it loose off the board. 10 points for B.J. Armstrong. Bulls by 4. Under 6 minutes to go. Isaiah Thomas gets the step. No, but a foul. Now, Isaiah can't buy a hoop here in the 4th quarter. That's Scott Williams on the foul.
Scott Williams does not leave his feet. He draws the offensive foul on him, but he goes up in the air. He's got both hands up, but he leaves his feet. There he goes, and that is the offensive foul. If he stays there and takes the bump, so Scott Williams puts Isaiah to the line, goes with a 4-point lead. You've got a 5:40 to go, nothing but net.
Isaiah had 21 points after 3 quarters, 15 of which came in that 3rd quarter.
If there was any cobwebs on these 2 guards in the first 2 games of the year for the Pistons, you know they'd shake them against the Bulls. They would go to work offensively, and it's paid dividends.
They came in, Dumars and Thomas, 2 all-star guards, shooting a combined 21 of 71 from the field, 29% in the first 2 games of the season. They have been much better than that here tonight.
21% by Isaiah alone.
Armstrong. Big bucket for B.J. Armstrong. Bulls back up to a 4-point advantage. B.J. now with 12 points. Thomas. Olden Polynice back in for the Pistons. So is Mark Aguirre. Over Rodney McCray. Rodman stepped down the baseline.
Great anticipation. He saw what Aguirre was going to do. He knew the ball was going to bounce back. He went up to get it, got it, and stepped out of bounds as Big Bill Cartwright comes back in the game for Scott Williams.
That really is Rodman's game, isn't it, John?
Yes.
Rather than being such a great leaper, it's the timing of his leap that makes him the great rebounder.
Scotty back in with Bill. So Rodney McCray goes to the bench.
Mills in for Rodman. Four points, the lead for Chicago. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Pippen. Over Polynice. Boy, Grant and Woolridge, or Grant and Mills, overjumped that rebound. The Pistons collect anyway. Mark Aguirre. Aguirre now with 6 points in the game. Pistons are back to within 2. Every home game this season has been down to the wire. Looks like all 3 of them here. Armstrong around a screen by Cartwright. BJ with the fade over Aguirre. 14 for BJ Armstrong. 6 in the 4th quarter.
BJ needs a little help, a little screen, a little pick, and he used it well.
Timeout, Pistons. BJ Armstrong has picked up the slack in the 4th for the Bulls, and they lead by 4. On December 5th, the Bulls face the Celtics. It's KFC promotional night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium receive a Bulls promotional item. Compliments of KFC. From the Upper Deck trading card cam, here's how B.J. Armstrong gave the Bulls a 4-point lead.
His season high is 13. That gives him 14 on the night. Nice job.
Nobody does trading cards like Upper Deck. Pistons resume. Isaiah for 3.
Oh, that looked close to the line, but he got it, fired it.
26 for Isaiah Thomas, his 2nd tray of the night. Pistons trail by 1. Bulls resume offensively. Jordan goes to work over Dumars. Isaiah Thomas takes the carry. Pistons can take a lead here.
3.
Horace Grant is there.
Horace in double figures. He has not scored. Now, I bet you that's the first time in his since his rookie year. He's in his 5th year and he has not scored in a game.
Tip into Cartwright. Bumps into Polonese. It's going to be an offensive foul. It was quite obvious.
You can tell that Polonese must be working in practice against Bill Lambier, learning that flop a little bit. Bill made the move right into him, and that's his 5th foul.
Yeah, I'd say he's got it down pretty well.
Pistons again, chance to take the lead. We're under 3 minutes.
This is Dumars, picked up by Jordan. Isaiah Thomas lost the handle for a moment. 8 to go on the shot clock. Armstrong stays right with him. Got a foul coming up. Foul is on BJ. His 4th personal. 4th on the team. Boy, these guards for the Pistons, we've seen it so many times before. They can do a job. Watch Isaiah.
Shake and bake. Here he goes to his left. He comes down. He makes the contact. He'll go up with the shot. In a crowd. Hold, pull the string, and he'll got a chance to take the lead here.
On a move like that, John, it's so hard for the defender to establish position. Isaiah with 27 here tonight. What a performance. 10 of 22 for the field. 3 of 4 from three-point land. .27 now for Isaiah Thomas. Pippen. 8 to go on the shot clock. Down to 5. Jordan may need a bailout here. 2 to go. Jordan with the bailout. Acquire the rebound. Pistons are leading by 1. We're coming up on 2 minutes left to go.
And that was not a good shot they got with those seconds running off the clock.
Thomas against Armstrong. Joe Dumars. Acquire and Pippen got a push on Scotty. His 4th personal puts the team over the limit. 2 minutes straight up to go.
Don't anybody take those statistics we showed you going in for granted how the Pistons started off. I talked to George Vlahite, and he said if we could have shot well, we would have really buried the Milwaukee Bucks in the game.
The Pistons struggled through the preseason, but John, you feel this ball club may eventually evolve to become a pretty potent team.
Absolutely. Of course, in that preseason, the league's leading rebounder was not there.
Got a 20-second timeout. Bulls are calling for a 20-second timeout, or is it a full timeout?
I think it's full.
They're taking a full timeout now. At first it might have been a 20. We'll take the timeout. 2 minutes straight up to go in the basketball game. The Pistons own a 1-point lead over the Bulls. Saturday night, Bulls take on the Nuggets. Miller Genuine Draft schedule poster night. First 10,000 adults 21 and older receive a Bulls schedule poster. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. There's the Bulls Brain Trust. Bill Jackson flanked by his assistant coaches. Mark Acquire completing a 2-shot foul at the line. Missed them both. Detroit lead is 1. The game situation in terms of timeouts and the foul situation. Horace Grant. 9 to go on the shot clock. Michael Jordan goes to work. They double team him with Thomas and Dumars. BJ. Great rebound down low.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, it was going in, but Bill hit it on the rim anyway, but they allow it. Whew.
Scotty knifed through for the rebound originally. And
yeah, they want a timeout. Ron Steen wants one. Yeah, he wants to talk about this.
Detroit takes a timeout with 1:27 to go. Take a look at the action on the way out. Bulls are leading by 1 as as Isaiah Thomas and company talk it over. And we'll be back. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redkirk. Take a look at the action just a moment ago as the Bulls capture the lead.
Scottie Pippen gets the rebound, goes out to his left side, takes the falling fadeaway jumper, hits, bounces once, bounces again. Bill Cartwright looks like he touches it on the rim, but let's take a look from the overhead cam. There's the shot. It bounces. Give it one more bounce. Bill touched it definitely over the rim, and that's the second break in 2 games that the Bulls got in the last minute and a half. Mike Mitchell took a shot, got his rebound. They gave him only 2 seconds on the clock. It did hit the rim, and the Bulls went on to win. And tonight they get another break here, 84-83. Rodman to inbound with 1:27.
Pistons down by a point. Time left in the game in the right-hand corner of your screen. 10 to go on the shot clock on this possession. Thomas for 3.
Air ball.
Off the mark. Rodman is there.
He was out of bounds.
They
A
will
foul.
allow it.
A foul on Rodman. Backing out the man. Yes, sir. And the Bulls will walk it down here. That's their first foul last 2 minutes, but their 5th one. It'll be a shooting foul. Isaiah backed behind the line. He tried to beat the clock and take a 3. It was an air ball. And Rodman got the rebound, but he backed Big Bill Cartwright out. Now, Cartwright's had a mixed bag on a free throw. Let's take a look at this one. There's the shot. Isaiah takes the shot, and he takes and throws Bill out of bounds to get inside for the rebound. So Cartwright is 1 out of 3 from the free throw line. Big time free throws, Bill.
Cartwright with 8 points in the game.
This would put it on the odd number in the way they're shooting three-point field goals. You'll need that. They're, what, 4 out of 7 from long range.
Yep. Bulls are 2 out of 5 in that category. 3-point field goals. Cartwright, like the true veteran he is, makes good on a pair in crunch time. Coming up on a minute left to go. Bulls by 3. BJ stays right with Isaiah. 10 to go on the shot clock. Thomas on the drive.
Got to get in front of him. Somebody to get in front of him. Good play by Isaiah again.
30 points for Isaiah Thomas. Under a minute to go in the game. Bulls lead by 1. Scottie Pippen. Almost taken away by Isaiah. Pippen for 3. Michael on the tip. No, loose ball foul.
Jordan on the jump. Isaiah almost stole the ball from BJ. BJ fired it over.
Horace Grant gets called for that offensive foul, John.
Yeah, that's his 4th. They swing the ball around to Scottie. He measures up to 3, misses it. Jordan and Horace Grant jump into pack. There he goes. Now Isaiah just misses the steal. Back. A lot of time for Scottie to measure this shot up. He misses the shot off the rim. So they've got a chance with Orlando Woolridge to take the lead with 32.6 seconds.
Orlando Woolridge had 10 in the 3rd quarter, has 12 in the game, make it 13 as he ties the count at 86.
Bulls try to freeze him out, take a timeout.
32.6 seconds remaining. Ron Rothstein will talk strategy with his team. Bridge.
The Pistons still should get a chance as
there's the timeout situation. The game reset.
32.6 seconds up there, so the Bulls cannot hold it out for the last shot.
Woolridge missed a pair at the free throw line in the 2nd quarter, made his 1st on this trip to the line. His 2nd, if good, would give the Pistons a 1-point lead. High ball game at 86. Grant another rebound. Tell you what, Horace has not scored here tonight, but he has had some key rebounds in this ball game. Bulls and Pistons tied.
Oh, Michael right next to you.
18 seconds left to go in the game. 9 of the shot clock. Scottie Pippen leans in. Rebound Grant.
Horace
to BJ. Final 10 seconds. Michael Jordan. Isaiah Thomas gets the deflection off the rim, and a timeout taken by the Pistons with 1.1 second remaining.
No, he's saying give him 3 seconds. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You got the clock in on that last shot, Skip.
Let's see if we can roll it back.
See,
Take a look at the clock in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, Michael's taking a shot. 6-5 is not up yet. He takes the shot. The ball bounces. They do not have control at this stage. Now he's got it. He calls for the timeout. There should be
2.1.
2.1.
2.1 is what should be on the clock, and they've got 3.1 on the clock at the moment. Should be 2.1.
Should be 2.1.
And that's what the concern is. Clocks here in the stadium still showing 1.4.
That's all right. I was telling Chip it should be 2 points.
You're not nearly as concerned with that 1.4 as you were of the 3.1, right?
Oh, Lord.
And then Ron Rothstein, I don't think Ron Rothstein realizes he just lost about 2 seconds.
Get him out of here. Get that camera out of here, he says. There's a former TV man saying, get that camera out of here.
Ron Rothstein, about a year ago, he was the guy looking into the huddle via the camera.
All right, the shot comes out. Horace got the shot. Michael takes a nice jumper from the top of the key. The ball bounces out. Isaiah gets it, calls timeout. And by the time he calls it,
2.1 or 2.0?
2.0.
There, the upper deck trading card cam.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
They can catch and get a good shot. You don't want to foul on this. Orlando Woolridge will inbound the ball. And the Bulls hope they're headed for a 5-minute overtime.
1.4 seconds remaining. Pistons get it at center court. Time to inbound, load up, and fire. I would think you're trying to get Dumars or Thomas here. Rodman will inbound. Cartwright with the long wingspan will defend to the inbounds. Isaiah Thomas lets it go. And we'll go to overtime.
What a way to end the first 4 periods against the Detroit Pistons and the Bulls.
Isaiah Thomas gave it his all in the final second. We'll go to a 5-minute overtime. The Bulls plot strategy tied at 86. We're tied at 86 at the end of regulation. We head to a 5-minute overtime period. And don't forget, the news follows the game immediately after the game here on Channel 9. The 9 o'clock news will be about an hour and at least 15 minutes late. Colonies on the tap. Or is it going to be Woolridge? Pistons are undecided right now. Colonies and Cartwright step into the circle as you get the view from the upper deck trading card cam.
Watch Rodman cheat here a little bit for the tap and goes to the open man. It doesn't get it.
Grant to Pippen. Bulls outscored the Pistons 20-19 in the fourth quarter. So once again, a Chicago Bull failed to score 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Woolridge from behind on the foul.
Now, Big Bill, co-captain of the team, starts it off here. They pick up the 3rd foul on Orlando Woolridge.
That's the first on the team in the overtime period. You get 3 team fouls in the overtime. And Bill Cartwright at the free throw line. 9 points here tonight for Cartwright.
Made 2 big clutch free throws in the closing minutes of the ball game.
He's 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Has now hit 4 in a row at the line. Ron Rothstein coached at Miami the first 2 years of that expansion franchise's existence. A couple of rough years. Big Bill has 11 points.
Well, let's see if anybody else gets a shot outside of these 2 guards in this overtime, or Orlando.
Isaiah Thomas. B.J. Armstrong right on him. Polonese offers a screen. Thomas. Bullet feed to Polonese off his hands. Cartwright collects. Bulls will take a 4-point lead with a conventional field goal here. 5-point lead with a tray. Opening minute of play overtime at Chicago Stadium. Cartwright. Pippen right through his hands. Scotty gets it back, and time winds down to the shot clock.
Bulls had a little fumbleitis there. Lambeer comes in now for Polonese. 4:03.
Bulls leading by 2. And the Pistons resume. This is Joe Dumars. Thomas for three. Cartwright the rebound. Jordan has to save the outlet from Cartwright. BJ ahead to Pippen. Cartwright's getting late here, isn't it, John?
Yeah. Bill
Bill
walking on down.
22nd timeout Chicago. 3:35 left to go in the overtime. Bulls are leading by 2. They have possession and 10 to go on the shot clock.
Cartwright lost a contact lens. Came out. So Chip trying to look at him over here on the side. See if he can get it in 20 seconds.
There he goes. Got any eye drops, Chip? Our next telecast coming up on Channel 9 Saturday night against the Denver Nuggets. Bullseye at 7 o'clock Central Time. Dikembe Mutombo will be in town with the Denver Nuggets.
Have to practice that name again this year.
I guess Alonzo Mourning is close to signing another Georgetown center down at Charlotte. If in fact that didn't happen tonight.
Stacey King in for Bill Cartwright.
Scottie Pippen. 4 to go on the shot clock. Down to 3. BJ Armstrong, and they got a foul. Offensive foul on Armstrong.
Boy, I'll tell you, BJ is raging as his 5th. So we've seen the Bulls with 2 turnovers in a row. BJ trying to make his move. Isaiah out in front of him picks up the offensive foul.
Watch this.
Doesn't give him anywhere to go. Slides with him. Picks it up.
That's a tough call. Phil Jackson was upset with that call as well.
That does not count against the Bulls. That's an offensive foul.
That's not a team foul, obviously.
Right.
You mentioned. Bulls still do not have a team foul in the overtime period. The Pistons have 1. Again, you get 3 in the overtime. 3 team fouls. Bulls are leading by 2. 3:22 to go. Overtime. Thomas to Lambeer. Back tap by Woolridge to Thomas. Isaiah. 1-on-1 with the kid, BJ Armstrong. And the veteran connects. 32 for Isaiah. He has been magnificent here tonight.
You can add that to most of his career.
Jordan throws it away to Thomas. Pistons on the run. 3-on-2. Woolridge fills the lane. Leaves it short. Rodman cleans it up. Rodman with 4.
The Bulls turn it over the last 3 times on a violation, an offensive foul, and a bad pass.
Pistons have taken the lead now. Floater by Armstrong. Got a foul coming up on Thomas. That is his 4th personal foul. 2nd of the team. Pistons leading by 2, and BJ Armstrong heads to the free throw stripe. Pensive look on the face of Ron Rothstein. BJ at the line. He has 14 points thus far. BJ's first free throws of the season are coming here tonight. He's hit 3 in a row at the line. Phil Jackson, obvious concern written on that face. His team can tie on this free throw here by Armstrong. BJ rather serious look as well. Heck, Red Curry, you're concerned at this point.
Well, I think everybody is.
It's kind of a hush over the stadium crowd here.
Now this one could tie it up by BJ.
3 nail biters to open the season at Chicago Stadium. Heck, that Cleveland game was hanging in the balance down the stretch as well. The game on the road. Right. Jack Nees is talking with the Piston guards.
He said you can't stand there. You got to give him a little bit of room.
Trying to check Scottie Pippen. Isaiah Thomas hand checking Pippen right now as Armstrong completes the free throw. 16 for BJ. Bulls and Pistons tied at 90. 2:20 to go. Isaiah Thomas, Bill Lambeer. On the weave, Joe Dumars jumped at by Jordan. Dumars on the fade. shot by Joe Dumars. He has 20. Pistons by 2. 2 minutes left to go in the overtime. Jordan wants Pippen. B.J. Armstrong freed up. Yes.
B.J., a Detroit native, a Michigan native.
18 for Armstrong. He had 6 in the fourth quarter. He has 4 here in overtime. Tied at 92. Minute 40 to go. Time left in the game. Right-hand corner of your screen. 10 to go for the Pistons on the shot clock. Isaiah.
Caught his own pass and lost it. Good interior defense that time. Isaiah looking for the foul.
Did not get the call on the drive. 92 apiece. We're tied. Bulls can take the advantage.
Michael has not scored in the overtime. The Bulls have not got a lot of shots except B.J. and a couple free throws.
Armstrong guarded by Thomas. Jordan posting Dumars. Rodman collects the deflected rebound. Coming up on a minute left to go. Pistons in possession. We're tied at 92. This is Isaiah Thomas. Joe Dumars. Lambier loses on a tie-up, knocked out of bounds. Bulls basketball.
Horace is going to call a timeout. Now they may take the 20.
Timeout Bulls. And I believe they're going to take the full timeout. Full timeout for the Bulls. 52.9 seconds remaining. Bill Lambier has a seat on the Piston bench. And the Bulls pull things together on their bench. Take a look at the last play.
Isaiah breaks down the offense like he's been doing all night. And here it is. They try to save it inbounds, and they say that Rodman's hand hit it before Scotty, so that everybody pointing different directions. How'd you like to ask where the loop was with these guys? Michael knocks it out of Lambier's hand.
Scotty looks like he deflects it, but actually it was Rodman. We could see that from the baseline camera. Got a piece of it and knocked it out of bounds. Jack Nee's in position to make that call. MJ on the bench has a quick drink. 52.9 seconds remaining to be played. The Bulls and Pistons tied at 92. It'll be Chicago basketball. In overtime, the numbers from the field. As you mentioned, the Bulls not getting many shots, just 2. The Pistons had 3 times as many shots from the field.
Well, the Bulls also had put in 4 free throws, 2 by Bill Cartwright and 2 by B.J. to make up that scoring. And the Bulls had just whopped them on the boards, 51 to 34. And there they're talking a little bit of offense. Phil Jackson. See if we can hear what he's talking about.
All right, there you are, B.J. on the float. MJ's coming off here to the top. You're here, Ron. So B.J.'s here. You're coming off the top. Michael's floating on the top. They won't leave him. So you're going to hit the free.
Phil Jackson with the strategy.
He talked a lot of initials in there. He talked B.J., MJ, B.J. and, you know.
B.J., MJ, yeah.
Yeah, we know who those guys are.
I think so. We've got that covered, John. Let's see if the play works as they drew it up.
52.9. King will inbound the ball.
Bulls inbound in the backcourt.
A lot of pressure by Isaiah on Armstrong. A lot of pressure.
B.J. Armstrong takes it across. Pippen. A triangle to the right, to the left side of the key. Now Scotty comes out top. Jordan. 10 to go on the shot clock. Michael had it knocked away by Dumars, I believe. Dumars and Woolridge are both there.
They're in
Joe
the penalty.
Dumars picks it up.
Yeah, they're in the penalty, too. They had 2 fouls going into this.
That's the 5th on Dumars.
Michael,
Make that the 4th on Dumars.
Yeah, Michael almost missed the pass out. Now he goes up and gets hit on the left arm. So he's got 2 free throws here. 1 basket and 4 free throws for the Bulls in overtime. Jordan misses that free throw. His 2nd miss of the night from the line. Bulls should get this ball back unless the Pistons shoot, miss, and get their own rebound. So this is the same scenario we had really at the last 37 seconds of the game.
32 points for Michael Jordan. He gives the Bulls a 1-point advantage. 37.2 seconds remaining. Don't forget the 24-second shot clock. So as John mentioned, the Bulls will get it back, and they should have 13.2 seconds
to try to foul. And when you want to foul in a shooting situation, of course, is Dennis Rodman. But they're going to run those guards. They're going to try to get the ball to the guards like they did. They got the last second shot in the final quarter of regulation. 37-2.
We're in overtime. Bulls are leading by 1, 93-92. Rodman on the inbounds. Bulls do not contest the inbound. Now Isaiah Thomas. Picked up by Armstrong. Jumped at by Stacey King off the switch. They double team. Dumars. Woolridge in the lane. Blocked by Grant, and a foul coming up.
All right, 25 seconds ago, it is their first foul. They'll shoot to Orlando Woolridge. Now, Woolridge has had the mixed bag. He made one. He missed a foul. He made a foul. He missed a foul that could have put them ahead. He'll shoot two. 25 seconds to go. The Bulls still with a 1-point lead.
Horace Grant got a clean block, but Scottie Pippen helping out picked up his 5th personal foul.
There's the tie.
Orlando Woolridge has 14 points now. He can give the Pistons a 1-point lead. Again, 25 seconds remaining, and the Bulls take another timeout. So the Bulls will get an opportunity here, even if Orlando Woolridge hits the free throw, giving the Pistons the lead. The Bulls will have an opportunity to run. Okay. 93 apiece, we're tied. Orlando Woolridge goes back to the line. Michael Jordan trots back onto the floor. Boy, this has been a nail-biter down to the wire in regulation. Tied at 86, and now we're in overtime, tied at 93. Woolridge with a chance to give the Pistons the lead. There it is, 15 for Orlando Woolridge. Pressure in the backcourt by the Pistons. Bulls have a chance to take the lead. They trail by 1. 1 second differential. Game clock to shot clock. Jordan against Dumars. Michael draws the foul. Almost got the field goal to go. Fouls on Isaiah Thomas. That's his 5th.
They still have a timeout. Michael down the lane. Round him. Up he goes. He's going to kick it off, but as soon as he feels all that contact, a great hang time, he throws it up over the rim. Jordan, a lot of minutes tonight.
Michael
bites the rim and falls in. Tie game. Lambeer back in the game. We'll see. They may not call a timeout. They may just go.
11.4 remaining. Jordan with 33 points and a chance to give the Bulls the lead.
There it is. Timeout they call.
34 points for Jordan. The Bulls lead by 1 with 11.4 seconds remaining to be played. Plenty of time for Ron Rothstein and his Detroit Pistons to get a good shot.
Well, we haven't mentioned it tonight, but Scott
bound. Thomas, Dumars, Woolridge, and Lambeer are in the lineup for the Pistons. Scott Williams checks in for Chicago. Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. 11.4 seconds remaining. Bulls are leading by 1.
Isaiah down under the basket at this time.
Michael with a hand on Isaiah's back.
There's Isaiah. Now he breaks out. Michael has got Isaiah on this play.
Inbounds to Dumars, guarded by Scottie Pippen. Time winding down. Dumars gets by Pippen and hits the jumper with 4.1 seconds remaining.
There aren't any, are there?
1 timeout, I believe, was remaining for the Bulls.
They showed that up. We showed it up on our graphic here that there was no timeouts for them, but they've got one, so they get it at half court. Big time shot.
22 for Dumars as he was able to get by.
Scotty's going to take it out.
They're going to inbound at center court.
They have a delay of the game already now. Now he's just being told by Bruce Alexander, you have a delay of game. Now if you step over, I'm going to have to call it.
Rodman will defend on the inbounds. Pippen will toss in. B.J. Armstrong is on the floor for the Bulls along with Michael Jordan. The inbounds of Cartwright to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for 3. Yeah! 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 Yes! 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 A winner! Unbelievable! They play 52 minutes plus, and Jordan ends it in less than 5 seconds.
Michael celebrating as he runs off the court. Let's take a look at that shot with the clock. Cartwright has it, gives it to Michael. He dribbles once, a long three, up and through at the 0 mark. The Bulls move to 3-1. Michael, in 2 games, has saved the best for last.
The Chicago Bulls win another nail-biter here at the stadium. Michael Jordan's three-point shot from